Okay? So I have an octagon where one side is...
Where did you get this triangle from?
You know how we came and we sat on the floor and we crisscrossed applesauce and we did this and we drew all this stuff and we said, hey, you remember? Like it happened at the beginning of this hour.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of the triangle that like you would cut 8 in half. Like why can't you use together?
Because it's not a square anymore. That only happens for a square.
Oh.
Okay? So in my funky looking octagon, I'm going to label my reference triangle, which would be here. If the side is 8 inches, that means this is 4. I'm looking for the apothem, and I can find the measure of this angle by doing what? 180 divided by 8, and I think it's 22.5. Check me.
Yep.
Okay. Which requires me to know my trig functions. Because the tangent of 22.5 is equal to the opposite leg divided by the adjacent leg, which means that my apothem can be found by dividing 4 by the tangent of 22.5 and leave as many decimal places as you can.
9.65685.
So my apothem is 9.6569.
So do like usually do 4 and 4 rounding to 2.
Just keep as many as you can.
Just keep it in the calculator.
1 or 2. All right. So if my apothem is this number,
Other triangle.
I need my slant height. So I got to do the Pythagorean theorem. And you can do that in your calculator. Your slant height is your hypotenuse. So if you simply square and add up the other 2 and then take the square root of that answer, that's your slant height. Okay, so you have 20 squared plus 9.6569 squared equals, and then you take the square root of your answer. That's not how it works. Or not. $493.2557.
Yeah, I just did 255.
22.2. Yep. Okay, so now I can come plug in my slant height. And I can find my lateral area. Half of 64 is 32 times 22.2 gives me a lateral area of 710.4. We're in inches, so inches squared. The total area is the area of the base plus the lateral area. Okay, well my base is a polygon, so I need to know 1/2 AP plus lateral area. Well, guess what? I just found my apothem. So I don't have to find it again, I already did. So 1/2 my apothem times my perimeter, which I also have already calculated, plus my lateral area, which I've already calculated. And we make the calculation.
Oh, it's a really big one. Holy lie. I think I messed up. It's big.
So my total area for this particular pyramid is 1,019.42 inches squared. And now to calculate my volume, I already have the pieces of the puzzle. Because I need the area of the base, which I've already established, and the height of the pyramid, which was given to me.
Whenever you change it to one of AP, that was the apostle.
Apothem times perimeter, because it's the area of this. The area of a regular octagon.
Area would be 64.
No, that's perimeter. The area of your base is this. 1/2 AP is the area of your base.
I'm trying to think like one.
So,
I'm gonna put that line to the start.
the volume is equal to the area of my base times the height of the whole thing. Well, the area of my base was this 1/2 blah, 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 and it would have been good if we had actually written that number down.
309.0208.
Yes, you're right. 1/3 the area of the base, sorry. Okay, so that's 309.0208 times the height of 20 times 1/3, which is the same thing as divided by 3, simply because I'm running out of room to put times 1/3. And I get 2,060. .14 inches cubed for the volume.
So these are like the hard ones, right? Like,
This would be like super duper Mag Daddy hard problem.
and I got your
Good.
Yeah, if you just write your formulas and then
You write your formulas and you look for the missing information and figure out ways to find it.
since you can't draw the picture, I wrote out what the triangles were. HA, flat line
There's
hypotenuse.
not be a dumb question. Okay, there yourself. How do you know, like, I mean, you know the definition of a prism, but how can you tell the difference, like, just by looking at it, between a prism and
Two bases.
a pyramid?
Because a prism
Has two bases.
has 2 bases while a pyramid only has 1.
It goes like.
A pyramid comes up to a point.
Okay, I was just
A
making
prism
sure.
doesn't come up to a point. A building would be an example of a prism. You know,
An Indian
Any
guy would
Egyptian
be an
pyramid?
example of
a teepee would be the example of a pyramid.
Or one of the
I'm gonna redo
Or a
this.
tent, you know.
I split it all up, but I don't really need much more than this.
Lauren does a very good.
Is that all the time? I did the area and perimeter, like.
Boo.
Is that enough?
Double check to make sure.
Yeah, but I'm on
Trapezoid.
I don't have a tab at the time.
Be prepared and not have it. Rather